Всем привет, с вами Виктор, и мы продолжаем играть в игру The Talos Principle 2. Вообще, вот вечер сегодняшний пошел не по плану. Скажу честно, ладно, раскрою карту, и, после кооператива мне пришлось вести алкашей по домам. Вот так вот. Так, что такое? В смысле, в интернете открыть ссылку, ладно. Так, продолжить. Все, поехали. Блин, очень поздно начинаем. Ну как поздно? По идее, по планам у нас сегодня не так много дел. Взять, зайти в пирамидку, там что-то сделать, что-то провернуть, и типа там на этом и завершим уже. Да давай уже, включай уже. Все, поехали в пирамидку. Сегодня будет только пирамидка и другие рядом стоящие.
I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Canada. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
Так, ладно. Так, может Нет, да, потом это сделаем. Чтобы сейчас только время потеряем. Не, все, я на месте, я на борту.
All right, here we go again.
Давайте.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
Тут стоит, скорее всего, вопрос, блин, если у них ресурсов ни хера не было.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
Если у них и здесь, вот в городе у них ресурсов не было ни хера.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you.
Так, откуда у них вообще взялись ресурсы, чтобы вот построить вот это вот все?
I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay? I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think? I don't see it. Or at least I'm not convinced that the pattern is meaningful. Maybe I'm wrong, but please, be careful.
Ладно. Короче, вот к чему. Они вот все жалуются, что вот ресурсов вечно не хватает, что у них, ну, то не хватает, этого не хватает, что как бы у них даже... Они не беспокоятся насчет еды. Им, по идее, нужно только топливо, получается. Для электростанции. Для подзарядки. Ну, еще вот это вот заправлять. И чтобы свет был. Короче, электричество, чтобы было. Это основная, ну, ресурсы. Ну и там плюс-минус какие-то там запчасти. Там это вот. Там это. Что касается там еды. У них вообще здесь с этим, ну, проблем нету. То есть...
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure.
Ресурсов в бонусном случае не хватает.
Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
This is incredible. I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building. I think this is a machine.
Ресурсов просто тупо не хватает. И тут мне говорят, что типа какая-то там, типа Афина, как я понимаю, одна из самых первейших роботов людей, взяла и построила вот эту вот пирамидку, что ли? Да чего ж там пирамидку и все близлежащие башни, ну, сооружения эти все большие гергеты. Это где она все это вот нашла? Вот эти вот необходимые ресурсы, чтобы все это построить. Причем, как я понимаю, она это делала в одиночку. Рабочие заметки, ложные зацепки, ошибки, разочарования. Эффекты расходятся на громадное расстояние. Волны. Версия 0.2 развернута. Копируем 0.2, чтобы создать 21. Неужели мы можем подцепить это к любым масштабам?
Why don't you just tell people that they're wrong? If you tell them the truth, they'll listen.
It's not that simple. Straton wrote that the most common error we commit is to think that ideas determine reality, when in fact the opposite is true. Ideas follow from material conditions. Belief systems are formed to explain and justify the way we live. We did not have kings because we believed in the mandate of heaven. We believed in the mandate of heaven because we lived in monarchies.
But we have free will.
Oh, free will isn't the same as freedom, Miranda. We're not free from the constraints of reality or history. I was shaped by the simulation. New Jerusalem is shaped by its limitations.
So, what? We're just trapped? History can only go one way?
Maybe, maybe not. The question is, how do we free ourselves? How do we build a world where our ideas do shape reality? That's why we came here.
I knew it! Athena's here. She built this.
That other voice. Was that Cornelius?
It definitely sounded like him.
Come to think of it, he went on a research expedition around the time Athena vanished. He was gone for years. People thought he'd died.
And all this time, he knew where she was?
We should talk to him.
We will, when we get back. But right now, we have to focus on finding Athena. We are so close.
Но опять же, на мой вопрос никто не ответил. Где она столько ресурсов-то взяла? Да ладно ресурсов, чем она это все построила? Вот серьезно. Тут бляха-муха, ну, тут одним эскаватором тут это же все не сделаешь. Тут одного эскаватора и бетонной мешалки одной тут ну, не хватит. Чем они это все построили? Типа каким-то это вот фигней? Или это может быть та самая фигня, которая то есть частицы эти летают. Так.
Are those surfaces magnetic?
Может.
Nope, it's anti-gravity. Your coot was right. I should have known.
Не, нихера себе.
$1K, I'm over here. Hold on. I'll open that door for you.
Откройте. Спасибо. Так, у меня только один мост. И нам нужно попасть вон туда. Не то. Тоже какая-то фигня получилась.
Same pattern as before. 3 beams, 3 receivers.
I guess we know what to do.
Be careful. The sheer amount of power running through this place.
I'll take care of this puzzle. You do the other two, okay?
Так, активировать.
This is kind of fun. Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play is part of what makes us human.
Так, ладно, я пока тут разберусь.
Got it.
Все, что-то сделал, что ли? Я даже сейчас... А где мой лазер? Ёбаный, я уже вверх головой уже торчу. Никуда.
Is there anything in the system that could tell us where Athena is?
I don't know. Someone's logged into the system. But when I try to access that information, it all glitches out.
Блин, куда я иду? А еще кот. Так, подожди-ка. Вот, другое дело. Так, ладно. Теперь куда? Либо сюда. Сюда нет. Так, мне нужно вот сюда завести. Так, подожди-ка. Нет, так не работает. Все, заработало. Так, ладно, теперь решать загадку. Зарядим. Включили. Вытащили. Так, я пришел отсюда. Сюда я не могу. Это я включил. Все, тяни. Второй лазер у нас есть. Осталось только понять, где конкретно, где находится еще один. Вот где? Ага, он вообще на другой стороне находится. Вот он. Раз, два. Правильно? Нет. Никуда. Ага, мне примерно вон в ту сторону. Ага. Не-а. Оп. Нет. Да? Блин, ни в какую сторону-то. Нет, в другую сторону. Тоже не то. Так, подожди-ка, это я уже, получается... Я круг сделал. Вот нам нужно наверх залезть как-то. Ой. Все, слились. Так, допустим. Так, а тут я не допрыгну. Как, собственно, и здесь. Ладно. Так, здесь были. Сейчас наверх надо. И как наверх? Нам нужно как-то наверх завести. А тут все уже перекрыто. А мы, по идее, нам вообще нужно вот наверх, вот туда вот. Блин, вот задумали-то. Вверх-вниз этот. Так, допустим. теперь надо как-то вон туда вот. Где она? Одна вижу, другая вижу. Ага, вон там, вон туда нам нужно. А как мне туда залезть? Блин, по идее, я туда пытался пройти. Ну-ка. Да, вроде нашел. Какой-то веки. Так, подожди-ка. А, понял. Не?
Not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's rearranging itself.
I think that's what happened last time. When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just moved away.
Все, вроде добрался. Ну. Что у нас есть? Синий, красный надо подсоединить. Подсоединять пока не с кем. Надо также и синий. И что? Нет, тут только зеленый. Зеленый у нас как раз вот это подсоединяет. И что? И в чем проблема? Блин, здесь ни хера нету. Значит, нужно как-то это соединять. Никак не открылось. А, вот еще одна дверь. Точнее, стенка. Взяли. Все, бурно, пока мне не нужен. Нужно эту забирать. Красный. Красно-синий. Забрали. Отсюда будет браться с зеленый. Все, открыли.
The gate's opening. I'm heading in.
Так, никак. Куда вообще? Сюда? Туда? И не. Вот сюда. Нормально. Более чем быстро. Так, а это же симметричные, да? Лесенки.
This is fascinating. They were both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that... I can't...
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone back to the VTOL!
Акт 3. Прометей прикован. И куда дальше делать?
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yeah, Coot, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
Ой.
The system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
Кажется, тут все немного подрушается. Так, подожди, это у нас нет. А мне куда? А, вот.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Move, 1K, move!
Уже почти. Почти уже все уже. Так, все правильно, все правильно.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Все, выбрался.
Come on, get in!
Все, добрался.
Get us out of here, Yakut.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right, I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good. Well, 1K, I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Все,
Here we are.
прибыли.
Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut. You get the VTOL ready for the next trip. I'll talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius. Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Хорошо, сейчас пройдемся. Ну, как раз этим мы на этом стриме и будем заниматься только тем,
The world
что...
is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls, every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human. To understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the Founder's trials. And you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Германибус. 452. Ну, на этом стриме я планирую это, вот все, что вот можно вот сделать здесь. Вот все сделаем. И уже на следующем стриме начнем уже новую экспедицию. Как я понимаю, на южную части. А что, на улице типа ветерок, да? Нам впереди какие-то тучи, как вот какой-то дымок. Да нет, спокойно, тихо. Дамьян. 112. Себастьян, 984. Двенадцатый и 898.
Hi.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
Hey!
Зернов, 469. Этот что, цветочки поливает, да? Шансе.
Are you enjoying our gardens? All the great secrets are right there, you know. You can watch the tiniest of seedlings grow, flourish, and die. But it's the pattern of all things that you're really seeing. So you've green fingers and apophenia too. Those traits are much too rare in the birthing algorithm, in my opinion. Sometimes I imagine myself as an old oak tree. I watch the life which grows around me. I see the ivy, the moss, the fungi, leaching my nutrients as they go. And I don't blame them. I'm delighted by how life seems so different from me can somehow be the same as me. This old oak tree drinks water from the ground. They drink their water from me. They shrivel and die in a single season. But I shrivel and die over centuries. What kind of plant would you be, I wonder? Well, you're certainly a tree of some sort. A bay, perhaps. You adapt to your surroundings. You might grow your trunk to be 10 meters high, providing shade for the shrubs at your roots. But you might just as well be those very shrubs, throwing up dozens of supple branches, each no longer than your arm. Of course, it's the patterns, you see. Thank you for stopping by, 1K. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Наверное.
Hi, 1K.
Здравствуйте. Коттель что-то испугался. Давай вот с этим продавцом еще побеседуем.
The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the founder be with you.
Так,
1K.
101.
What can I do for you? For 20 credits, I can peer into your future and tell you what I see. Let me consult the algorithms. Oh dear. I'm afraid you're going to change the world. You will have a choice, but whatever you do, New Jerusalem will never be the same again. I'm sorry it's not better news. Best not to worry about it, dear. You just do your best to have fun in the meantime. So, something else perhaps? Please come back if you need anything else.
Хорошо, вернемся. Так, а где этот самый музей гены? Новый. Пристанище Милтона. Так, тут она что? Следующий. Так, мы почти закончили. Так, осталось 2. И последний. Все.
Hey, 1K.
Так, ну что ж, идем сюда.
Oh, 1K. What are you doing here?
Ищу Корнелия.
Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately. Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron. That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about something, but he wasn't responding to my messages, so I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished. No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past. I did, on my way here, and I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all. I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right? Good luck with everything, 1K.
Ладно. Изучить терминал Корнелия. Записи. Так, запись положения лаборатории недоступна, намеренно неясно. Профиль пользователя. Желтые загадки как барьеры, да. Прячется из самосохранения, скорее всего. Внешняя помощь для выгрузки. Спросить Германа нет. Доверять 1К. Решение не принято. Применимо к Кельвину нет. Применимо к Сарабхай, да, с помощью Нуэмы. И Реком Финал 2.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Хорошо. Так, хотя, опять же, чтобы настоящего города транспорт должен быть безопасным. А с каких пор он небезопасный?
Welcome back, 1K. Thanks again for signing that petition. Unfortunately, as you can see, it wasn't enough.
Что опять нужно?
I heard it 15 times when he was practicing it. I think Catal, like many of us, feels that the time for change is long overdue. The technology you uncovered on the island is the final catalyst for that change, or it should be. Yesterday, there was a sudden brownout in the grid, and we almost had a derailment. We've been warning the mayor for months, and all he ever gives us is waffle about the goal. This can't go on. What else can we do at this point? You know that we tried to get a referendum organized, but the mayor wouldn't even consider it, no matter how many signatures we collected.
Ладно, то вон туда вот сходим еще.
Hello.
Интересно, взять всю игру можно, типа, всех посмотреть, всю 1000 увидите? Я тут, ну, как бы ходит тут. Я понимаю, что, скорее всего, вживую мы их, ну, 1000 тут не увидим. А вот именно что вот кого-то вживую, кого-то в текстах.
Welcome to the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition. Oh, it's you, 1K. Please tell me, you were there when everything went sideways. Do you think Byron will be all right? Oh, Byron, always getting into trouble. He's been like that for 1,000 years, you know. But losing him would be terrible. But anyway, you've come to take a well-deserved break from your expedition. So let's talk about something else. If it's true that he knew where Athena was, then he's gone back to the island. There's no way he'd ever leave her. He must have some kind of plan. But I don't know more than that. He's been very private these last few centuries. Text adventures were one of the few art forms available to the people of Gehenna. By continuing to work in that medium, we keep their memory alive. Gehenna was a place in the simulation, a prison where Elohim exiled the minds that didn't fit his plans. In time, the prison became a community with a culture of its own. In the very last moments of the simulation, Elohim realized what he'd done and sent his messenger Uriel to free the prisoners. They were uploaded to the gold disc, and their legacy is part of all of us. I don't think the role of the artist should be reduced to any single social function. The artist isn't an educator or a moralist. Art isn't about teaching us lessons or imparting values. Nor do I think it's simply self-expression. The best art reaches out beyond the self, into something ineffable. The creative impulse can't really be quantified or predicted. That's why artistic freedom is so profoundly essential. Without the freedom to shock, to offend, to transgress, art becomes stagnant.
Так, прощай, Атлантида, Коразон 815. Джефферсон Глобден, призрак модернизма. Ред. Не, что-то я нету настроения вот здесь этим заниматься. Так, давайте вот мы это вот начнем помаленечку заканчивать.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
По идее, я сегодня не планировал долго. Так, ну нас кто?
You are the Founder's chosen, but you must be wary. Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins. Anyone can see the truth if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility, and avoid ambition. Misleading fantasies and daydreams of impossible futures. On the surface, perhaps, you can replace flesh and bone with wire and steel. But underneath it all, the human soul is as flawed as ever. Yes, progress is a fantasy. Things never truly change. All we can do is prevent our hubris from making things worse.
Все. Отправиться в мегаструктуру. Так, ну, полетели. Что у вас там опять?
What can I do for you, 1K?
Германибус, это мэр, типа, да?
They all sound very promising, of course. Apparently, it's possible to just magic things into existence now. But what is the cost, 1K? There's always a cost. I agree. We can't just leave one of our most important citizens in that death trap. It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Все.
What did the mayor say?
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child. But your choices will determine the future.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the situation?
Whatever Byron did seems to have sent the whole system into some kind of lockdown. I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K connected to the data stream, the system assigned him a user profile. The rest of us are locked out, which means I'll need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Все, прибыли. Все. Восточные башни. Мы будем уже... Или южные башни. Мы будем уже на следующем стриме рассматривать. Все, на этом закончим, на этом завершим. На этом все. Спасибо за просмотр. С вами был Виктор. Всем пока.